I had kittens last week as well. I had 2 kittens that I was looking after. So, kind of regularly end up with things. Darling, open up. Make sure she swallows it and it don't just sit in her mouth. Try your swallow. So they only have 2 drops every 2 hours.
Right.
But it's got loads in it,
Okay.
so it really does perk them up. You can keep what you're going to use. Every 2 hours for your first, just until she gets a bit better, and you can go to 4 hours.
And shall I rub as well every like 10-15 minutes? Or...
Yeah, just stimulate her to move a bit.
Yeah.
There you go, it tastes nice. Little tongue going. It's made from ox liver, so it tastes.
Right, okay.
It's got like a beefy taste, so they usually like it.
Okay.
Okay, darling.
Interesting.
Right, so you've done that.
Let me just check the time. So it's 12:22. About 2:22 minutes.
She's still a little bit dehydrated, so keep going with your rehydration fluids. Try and have them. You don't want it hot, but warmish. You don't want to put anything cold into her because you'll make her colder. You want to keep her body temperature nice, so room temperature or body temperature nice.
Stay back.
Keep doing that with her. You can always put a couple of drops in her mouth as well if she'll take it, but I don't think she's gonna suckle like that, is she? You try.
Yeah, I think it's just better if you just like just keep her here for about 2 weeks.
You can, if you need to feed her, you can tube feed her.
Okay.
So I can tell you what to do with that. Basically.
So by feeding you mean obviously like with the milk in it or just water?
Yeah. So ideally you want her a little bit livelier. She does feel a little bit cold, so I know it's a warm room, but you need to get her body temp. Once she's warm, she'll stay warm in here, but it's just getting her warmed up. So sometimes
it's not too warm though, is it, in here?
No, it's nice. But what I do sometimes is put them next to your skin and walk around with them for a bit, because your body will warm them up to a nice temperature. And then once she's warm and she's a bit lively, she'll stay nice and warm in here.
Right.
But make sure she's nice and warm.
Yeah.
She's just not even moving.
No, she's. She's still alive, but she's very, very weak.
The meds will help probably.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically all day today, do you want me to just carry on with that, and then
Keep
tomorrow
giving her-
we can,
keep giving her
obviously,
liver
if she's a bit
water.
active, then
You
we can
if
try
you want
it
to
with the
feed
milk.
her later, you can feed her a little bit of milk later, but I wouldn't feed her straight away while she's like that. So what you do is you get your tube, and it's got numbers on it. So the stomach is under the bottom rib. So you hold it down here next to your bottom rib and just lift her head up, and you go all the way along and out where her mouth is and see where you're at. So she's about number 14-ish, between 13 and 14. So on some tubes they don't have numbers and you mark them with a little pen, but I like these ones because they have numbers on them. So that's how far you'd need to go to get to her stomach.
Okay.
And what you do is, we can give her a little bit of water actually, it's not going to do her any harm. Is that your rehydration? All you do is, you put it in the top of the mouth at the back, and you don't force it, you go nice and gently, and usually they start to swallow. And they'll keep swallowing until it's gone all the way, and you want to go down to where you know their stomach was. If you went in the airway by accident, they don't like it, so they wouldn't do the swallowing, they struggle a little bit. You feel resistance. When you go down into your stomach, there's no resistance at all, it just glides down nicely. So if you feel like it's getting stuck, you're probably not right. Also, when you go in the airway, puppies can't make noise. So you can sometimes sort of get them to make a little squeal, and if they can make a noise, then you know you're in the right place. But I don't think she's going to make any noise like this, is she? I know, darling. Wait a little bit.
She's so weak, isn't she?
She is. She's quite far. Let's see if we can. Come here, beautiful. Okay. So you can see with her mouth, she kind of does a swallowing motion. Put your head up a little bit. You see with her mouth like that, she's swallowing. So that way you know you've gone right. So that's number 14. So that should be in her stomach now. And we'll just give her a little bit of this rehydration fluid. That'll do. Let me just take it back out.
So it comes here.
Yeah, just to make sure. That's all you do. So it's some people think a bit when you say tube feeding. It's not as scary as you think.
No,
as long
it's
as
just a little tube. It's fine.
You take your time. You do it nice and slowly. If you feel like it's getting stuck, you stop. And check what you're doing. But if you get down as far as that number,
so it glides on nicely, then you're doing it the right way.
It goes nice. It goes nicely. It's not as scary as people think. But just, and you could see, I know she's not very strong, but you could see her mouth doing the little swallows when it was there. And when they're a lot stronger, they properly do it as if they're like gulping. But
yeah, we do obviously everything today.
I mean, you
let's
can
see about tomorrow, innit? How she's doing.
You could probably be able to give her a bit of milk later on. To be fair, I just because obviously if you put in water,
like, as soon as that finished, obviously we can go on the milk then.